and I found this out the hard way. Do not microwave Will's balls. What's up, guys? I'm Kevin. This is Pure Bullfit, and today we are going to be talking about Will Tennyson's balls and how good or not they taste. You see, Will Tennyson a couple of weeks ago decided he was going to put his balls up for sale. He was going to open them up to the public and let folks decide for themselves if it's something they wanted to pop in their mouth. And I got to tell you, that video wasn't even over before I was on the website signing up to get my taste. Now, there was a little bit of a delay in getting them, I understand. When you first launch a product and you're as popular as Will is, there might be some delay, there might be a backlog and things like that. So I'm not holding that against him. Today, we are not just going to talk about Will Tennyson's balls. We are going to be comparing them against my favorite product in the same sphere, Doughnut. You see what I did there? And that would be Michelle McDaniel's Pro Dough Bakery Protein Donuts. Now, I did a video a couple of years ago on these. It is no mystery. I absolutely freaking love them. So instead of just saying, hey, here's a new product from a guy I openly admit I enjoy the content of and want to support with my purchasing dollars, let's see how it tastes. Why don't we stack it up against the best of the best, in my opinion? So we're going to rate these by a couple of different categories. First, the price/convenience of getting them, the protein content next, and lastly, the taste. And we're going to decide which of them wins, which will survive, which will I, on a regular basis, be turning into poop. Because that's how that works. Yeah, so before we get into that, I just want to share with you guys, I've got a couple of goals to get me to finally take this content creation thing serious. Well, I've never really taken all of this YouTube stuff or any of the other social media very serious. But this year, I'm going to be putting out 100 videos and working towards getting 100,000 subscribers. Why those numbers? Because they're arbitrary, they're round, and I like them. No particular reason, but having a goal will keep me motivated. So if you want to support me, support what we're doing, and more importantly, see more content on this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Maybe even hit the notification button. All right, back to it. You've got to be freaking kidding. Just a second. That's better. I just dipped my hair in my coffee and had an absolute tantrum about it. So now that that's out of the way, literally. All right, so first things first, my bias. I like Will Tennyson. I like his content. I think he's extremely relatable. I think he's very, very funny. I enjoy watching his videos. Now, that said, I am going to be honest about how I feel about the taste. The protein content, I do have a question/concern there, and I am going to be comparing them against arguably somebody I am considerably more biased towards, and that's Michelle McDaniel's. Michelle is actually a friend of mine, like not the weird parasocial thing. We've talked about this before. This is a person who has my phone number. I have hers. We talk. This is a real life friend. I'm in her workout group. I support her. She supports me. So I would buy her donuts even if they were terrible. All right, right off the bat, we're going to talk about taste. I already love these protein donuts from Michelle McDaniel. The packaging, they come in these large white boxes, and they're individually wrapped. You get 6 of them. Well, you also get 6 packages here. And I already know that I love these. I love the birthday cake ones the best. These you can heat up in the microwave. They're extremely tasty. I fucking love these. I love these so much. Only problem is they sell out every single time. So I can't actually get these very often. The price point and the convenience is about the same as the Be Good Bakery, because they're both about $30, and then you've got shipping on top of that. You've got to wait, 4 to 5 days under ideal circumstances to get them to you. It's not like super, super convenient, and they aren't always available from Pro Dough Bakery because they sell out so fast. That's where I think Will might have an advantage, in that he's working with a manufacturer, and that manufacturer is going to handle distribution. So you can get a larger number of them out. As far as taste, though, I'm already feeling a little bit energized. Why don't we take a quick break while my wife and I get ready for the gym, where we will handle the second part of this review. All right, so in addition to trying out his balls, in a recent video, he also hit 500 pounds on a squat in an impromptu powerlifting competition with lean beef patty. And I feel that, man, because I just hit my goal of 500 pounds on the squat last year in November in my last meet. So I feel that. So in addition to trying these out, I want to see if I can get higher than 500 pounds today while enjoying Will Tennyson's balls. Phrasing. I tell you what, I've been wearing these pants all day and nobody has said a thing. And I don't know whether to be flattered, you know, like just happy that people accept who I am, or upset because nobody cares enough to mention these awesome 80s pants that my wife got me. And I work at a high school. Safety first. All right, so full marks for packaging. Definitely beats out Michelle here. We got a nice little cartoon dude here. Looks professional. You could buy this in a grocery store. I totally get it. Maybe not full marks. The little donut dude, like, are we eating his heart? Why not a picture of your balls, Will? Full send or don't send at all. That's not nearly as dry as I thought it was going to be. No offense, but like packaged, made in a factory, as opposed to, you know, Garrett and Michelle. They make all of the donuts that they sell for their protein donuts right there in their kitchen and mail them out. That's not bad. I give this like a 7.5, 8 out of 10, and I'm stingy when it comes to taste, all right? Most protein bars, most protein snacks, we're talking a 4 or 5 at best. This is a straight up at least a 7.5, maybe an 8. All right, let's get to squatting. Now, the bar is 55 pounds. For those of you who are plate counters at home, if I happen to get it, I want people going, oh, there was 515. You can clearly count the plates on the bar. And that wasn't 525. He's 10 pounds off. This is the internet. That's the kind of thing I expect. I know how good it feels to hit that 500-pound squat. It's like, I can't wait to see what he's able to hit moving forward, because it's like a mental block. It's like 20 pull-ups when I was in the Marine Corps. Once I hit 20, I never failed to get 20, even when I didn't train pull-ups anymore. And there's just something about like breaking through that plateau. It's fucking magic. All right, so his balls have not crawled back up my throat. This is the kind of thing that I would buy if I saw in a store. I would buy this over any protein bar or protein snack, except for Michelle's. I would buy this over just about anything. That feels nice to say. Last warm-up, 5:05. Can Will's balls drive me to an all-time personal record? Let's find out. Ooh. Not bad for 45 years old, low testosterone, beta male, making a video talking about how another band's balls taste. I'll take it. And with that, we are back. My coffee's not even cold yet. It's almost like I filmed that other portion before I ever left it. Who am I kidding? You guys see right through me. I'm transparent. So as far as taste, I would say 7.5 or 8 for Will Tennyson. And this is a 9, 9.5, almost a 10. I absolutely love this. If this was the birthday cake, it would be a 10. So the cost, I would put them both at like a 6 or a 6.5, just because of the shipping and handling. If I could buy these in a store, that would be the ideal circumstance. If I could have them on demand, that would also be the ideal circumstance. So they're tied there. As far as taste, Michelle's got them by like 1 to 2 points in the taste department. They are considerably better, but you're going to have a harder time getting them. Now, for me, that leaves one of the biggest questions, and that is the protein content. I know that they both list having 15 grams of protein. Michelle's is 15 grams of whey. I confirmed that with her myself. But the Be Good Bakery box, and it says this in the video as well, has got 5 grams of collagen. Now, I know when you're making a nutritional label that a lot of these companies, they're allowed to include collagen as part of the protein total. But I also know that collagen is extremely non-bioavailable as far as protein synthesis and muscle building. The reason that we eat products like this is to assist with our muscle gain. Collagen is supposed to be good for your gut health, for your skin, your hair, ligaments and tendons, but particularly where it comes to joint health, ligaments and tendons and such, the data is very weak. There is some observational data where people say, oh, my knees feel better, but that could be some bit of placebo effect. As far as actually increasing size, strength of tendons, there's almost no data supporting that it's efficacious. So if that 5 grams of collagen is included, I don't know that it is, and Will, I'm asking, is it? If it is included in the 15 grams, then that means that this is a 10-gram snack. And in my mind, that would make it significantly inferior to something like Proto Bakery's protein donut. But I don't know that, so I'm going to assume that it's not. It is clearly labeled on the outside, and that's not the kind of thing that you do if you're trying to mislead people. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to assume that it's 15 grams of protein that is largely bioavailable, because it does list things like milk, nuts, and eggs on the back, and those are all very good, very high bioavailability. I'm going to make the assumption that it's 15 good grams, not 5 wasted grams. And we're going to go with that assumption. And I will say, on protein content and availability, with that assumption, they break dead even. So at the end of the day, we have got a 6 to 6.5 on the cost/convenience for both of these products. We have a 7.5 to 8 for taste for Be Good Bakery. Pro Dough Bakery gets a 9, 9.5. Unless we're talking the birthday cake, that's a straight up 10. And then lastly, the protein content, we're tied. I think 15 grams is a great amount to balance, taste and palatability. I would give that an 8 out of 10 for both, under the assumption that we already talked about. So taking all of that into account and comparing them head to head in this death match, I would say Michelle McDaniel's Pro Dough Bakery edges out Will Tennyson's Be Good Bakery protein donut option. Sorry, Michelle, she just bakes the cake. Makes the cake? Takes the cake. She takes the cake in this one. But all that said, Will Tennyson's Be Good Bakery is a great option. And if you like Will, you like what he does, you want to support him, his content, his growing family, I say go ahead, even if it's a little bit out of your way, even if you have to wait 1 or 2 weeks to get them, go ahead and buy this product, try it for yourself. One last note though, and I found this out the hard way, do not microwave Will's balls. No, even just 15 seconds in, the entire contents evaporate, they're gone, and it does not make them taste any better. So learn from my mistakes, absolutely do not do that. All right, guys, that's it. That's the video for the day. If you liked it, they got a button for that. If you didn't like it, they got a button for that too. Either way, let me know about it in the comment section. I look forward to making a ton more videos for you, at least 100 this year. And if you're down, please help me out. So until I see you in the next video, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and take a little bit of time to go fit yourself.